What's up guys? I am back with another tutorial. I told you that I was gonna come back and do something with jeans again, and I'm excited to say that I have another pair of jeans that don't fit because they just don't fit anymore. And they are flare jeans, and it's just not the style that I like at the moment, and I wanna do something with it. So I'm going to take these jeans that I absolutely love the back of the jeans, and I'm gonna make them into shorts. All right, so let's get started. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I tried on my pants, and I took a pin and I marked exactly where I want the jeans to land on me. Now if you want to make a cuffed pair of shorts, then you need to add at least 2 to 4 inches from where you want your cut jeans to land on you. So if you want a nice thick band, then you want to add 4 inches in length, and if you want a thinner band, then you want to add 2 inches, so that when you fold it over, it lands exactly where you put your pin. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my jeans. I'm using a ruler so that I can make sure that my line is nice and straight. If you have scissors, you can use scissors to cut your jeans. I have a rotary tool and a cutting mat, and I'm going to go ahead and use that so that I can get the straightest line possible. I'm going to have to run this over a few times because of course jean material is extremely thick. I need to use a lot of pressure. My advice to you is that if you're cutting with scissors, you cut one leg at a time because it might be pretty hard to get through 4 layers of jean fabric. All right, here we go. This is all gone. And that was the part of the jeans that couldn't fit me. When I said that the jeans weren't fitting earlier, it's just that it got really narrow down to the flared part, and it just wasn't fitting right there. But it doesn't mean that I can't wear them as shorts. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and cuff our jeans. If you went ahead and cut it to the size that you wanted it because you want to have a raw edge, then you're done. But if you want to cuff your jeans, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that. So I'm doing a 1-inch cuff. So I went ahead and I folded it 1 inch up, and then I folded it 1 inch again. So it's just folded twice, and you want to make sure that the side seam stitch lines up with it so that it's nice and even when you go to sew it. And so if you just want to do something plain, which is you're just going to go ahead and stitch the side seam here so that whenever you are wearing your pants, it doesn't roll down. You can just do that quick stitch and then you're pretty much done. You can do the stitch on the other side as well to hold it in place, and you can press your cuff and it should be fine. But I'm gonna do a little extra something because that's just me. I wanna be extra, right? So let me go ahead and sew my side seam here to keep my cuff in place. Gonna go back and forth real quick in that one spot just to hold the cuff in place. Cut these threads off, and I'm going to do that to the inside as well so that I secure my cuff in place, and whenever I'm wearing my jeans, it doesn't roll down. So make sure that when you're doing your cuff, as I said, I'm doing a 1-inch cuff, I'm going to line up the seam before I fold it over. So now it's lined up. You can pull this nice and tight to make sure that it is the same width all the way around, and you can adjust it to make sure that it's in the right spot. So see how that's moved over just a little bit? So I'm gonna go ahead and readjust it right back to where I want it to be. And this part is super thick, right? Because that's the combination of the two fabrics coming together, and we're folding it over, so it'd almost be like we're sewing through 6 layers of fabric. I'm gonna go ahead and sew right over here, right next to the seam where it's much thinner, and that way I won't be struggling to get through so many layers of fabric. So I'm gonna put it right here. If I put this under here, it might not fit. I could give it a shot, but I just feel like it's probably better if I put it right on the outside, and I go ahead and put my machine down. Reverse my stitch. All right. Cut my threads. All right, guys, so I have my cuff in place, and you're just gonna go ahead and repeat this to the other leg. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I sewed on the side seams, but if you wanna make sure that your cuff is nice and secure in the front, you could do a really quick reverse stitch right in the front to make sure that your cuff stays nice and even all the way around, or you can press it with the iron. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put like a really quick stitch right there, hardly noticeable, right in the front so that my cuff stays in place at all times. All right, so you can also make sure to do it to the back of the pants, because of course with the cuff rolling down, you know, if it's gonna roll down somewhere, it's usually behind you. All right, so this is the back of the pants, and I'm just gonna do a quick stitch in the middle of the back, right along the top of the cuff. Just right there, back and forth, really quick, and that's it. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat to the other leg. All right, so just pull nice and tight so you can make sure that you make your cuff even, and do it right on the center of the front and on the center of the back. All right, just really quick like that. All right, so I'm pulling nice and tight for the back, and a good way to know where, if you're close to the center of the back of the jean, is to look at the pocket. The pocket is right there, and usually it lands towards the center of the back of your pants. So you can go ahead and do like a quick stitch back and forth right there. And voila, now my cuff is nice and secure all the way around. I don't have to worry about it unrolling, and it's gonna look great all the way around. I think it's time to try them on. All right, guys, this is the fit. I'm feeling it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial on how to make your jeans into shorts. If you guys have any other ideas with denim, please make sure to leave a comment below and make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe and follow me on all your social media platforms at Willow.